let's actually test this. Let's actually test this. And see how I sound compared to other things. Okay, well this is fine. So we're gonna test this, see how this actually looks, plays, and feels. First stream, so... let's do this. So, let's actually see how this feels. Good to know. I think it all sounds all right. Save for that. Maybe a little less on the volume. Then, first real ever stream, so we're going to be testing this and seeing how this actually goes. I played Pathologic not played Pathologic 3. I played Pathologic 2 before. I've consumed God knows how many essays on the subject matter of it, because it's such a fascinating world to actually get behind, to get into, see and feel everything that goes on. So, frankly, I'm quite curious to see where this all goes right now. Oh, they actually have profile. Did they have profiles before? Ooh! Ooh!
Bachelor of Medicine. All my life I have been studying death, the greatest boundary holding humanity back. The powers that be were frightened of my search.
Oh, he turns down.
My lab in the capital was about to be closed. But it cannot be denied that some phenomena might be found only in the strangest, most remote parts of our country. Little towns that are yet to be explored by forward-thinking minds. People accept the supposed imminence of death way too easily. We meekly follow our life's path to it, like cattle to the slaughter.
Step brides.
But we shouldn't. My search for immortality has brought me rumors of one, Simon Kane, a supposedly immortal man, living in one such town. He might be just the proof all my theories need.
Simon Kane.
The final patient. I need to find him, or else all my life's work is doomed.
Did they just steal all of his shit? All my shit? Shit, though. That's... ooh. Here, let me adjust some things. There we go. Hopefully a little better on the sound. The mind map. Oh, yeah! Yeah! Thoughts, conclusions, deliberations. To see the events of a specific day, press its number on the circle. Then let me make sure I have captions on. Or there might not be captions, since I think most of this game will take place in text-based windows anyway. Get back to the mind map. Immortal man, Simon Kane, an alleged immortal, lives in this town. Understanding him is the only way to save my Thanatesia. Are you chasing shadows again, Dankovsky? Are you serious? I barely stepped off the train and my things were immediately stolen. Ah, the joys of rural life. Without my tools, I'm useless. I must find the prototype and the microscope. They're vital. Yeah, I played the demo of this game, and it had us initially start at the actual institute. Little sad we don't actually get to see that, but that doesn't surprise me, seeing as how meta this game is. Who are you?
If only I could leave this place.
Ava,
Go
yeah.
far away.
I vaguely remember you. So that's what you're like. Dead, tired, and covered in dust. Daniel Donkovsky at your service. You're restless. We hardly see anyone like that in our sleepy little town. Even the Canes have gone into hibernation as the years passed. How would you know that what I'm like? I only just arrived. Sleepy little town. Maybe if this is a nightmare where you lose all your things at the station and end up without your pants. How would you know what I'm like? Your lips are tense, and you have the hands of a man who can't sit still. Besides, Simon told me to take a close look at you, and I always listen to him. Simon? Simon Kane? Simon Kane. He left you in my care. Said you'd be staying at my house. Oh! It has a name, the Stillwater, and this won't be the first time it's had guests, but most don't last long. I think you will, though. I've already prepared everything. Most don't last long. Is that a threat? Of course not, silly. The Stillwater is just a very unique house. It used to be an observatory, and now people live inside. But it still longs for the heavens all the same. It draws something out of people. You'll see for yourself. I'll come when I sort out my missing luggage. You've got interesting kids in this town. Before I knew it, I already lost my suitcases. And she's gone! Yep, okay, yep. Honestly, what else should I expect? Yet I just struggled to find my J key, yes. Simon was expecting me. A place was prepared at the Stillwater. The guest house, as far as I can tell. You know, this game is very different to what Pathologic 2 was. I don't even think this game is open world. I say, a living, breathing person stepping off our train? Do you normally only get dead people? Why are you staring at me like a cow at Newgate? My luggage is being stolen in plain sight. As far as my career is concerned, I suppose I'm more on the far side of the grave than near. But some say that resurrection is not impossible. Where did you come from? The train, as you yourself pointed out. The capital. Daniel Donkovsky. I'll get it one of these days. Bachelor of Medicine. I'm told I'm a supposed immortal man. Simon Kane lives here. I've come to study him. Right. Do you city folk always take 20 trunks of shirts with you, or did you manage to cut down to 10, sir? 8, though I had to sit on the last one. Where can I find the constable? Who do I talk about recovering my stolen property? It's just kids being kids. No need to be mean to them. Some kids! A hardened criminal couldn't make off with my luggage at such speed. What, should I thank them? Give them candy? I must get my luggage back. Losing my instruments is like losing my arms. Worse than losing my arms! I'm telling you, hands off the kids. You're new here, fresh off the train. You're new in town. So watch yourself and heed our customs. No constable or patrolman will chase after children for you. No sweet sweeper either. Are you serious right now? Why not? Because the kids have their own thing going. Their own empire, you see. I'm not going to mess with it. And if you find someone to do it for you, it's your funeral. Or rather theirs. Although they wouldn't get a funeral. The tower would simply break them. I don't believe myself in corporal punishment, and obviously I'm not trying to get into a fight with 10-year-olds. Perhaps I could negotiate with them. You know what? If you need your shirt so badly, want to go looking for the tots that ran away with them? Just ask them nicely. These kids are like magpies. They'll trade your precious linens from the capital back in exchange for bits of colored glass, or even just a story. But whatever you do, don't hurt them. Not shirts, instruments. But I get the idea. Say, Is the capital a real place? In a sense, of course. The capital is a myth, and the myth is the real capital, but the city does exist physically. The Kanes came from the capital and made our town, but no, the real people have come from there ever since. So I was thinking, perhaps Simon Kane simply made up the capital, along with everything else. In a small town like yours, a single individual's authority can grow to be an all-encompassing. I assure you, though, Kane did not make up the capital. There we go. I'm gonna close my door. Some suitcases are missing. What a warm welcome. My luggage! Oh, that's funny. Reasoning. Sometimes I need to take a step back from the moment and think logically through something. It helps me piece the picture together. My luggage. I'm useless without my tools. No one will help me. Perhaps I'll recover something intact along the way. I'll have to handle this myself. Follow the thieves' trail of ripped suitcases. Microscope and prototype matter the most. Ooh. Ooh, I really like that. Such a utopia, such a serene place. If immortality still exists in our country, it would be here. Still exists. No help at all. Local street children with a strange deference. I'll have to catch the thieves myself. New shoes? May I introduce you to Station Mud? Destination train station. Whoa. Concentrate. Hey there, you little rat. No discipline. No toothbrush either. Father would have caned me if I walked around looking like that. Hey, eyes on us! The thief's seen us! The thief! Mr. Thief, are you for real? Say something in thief speak. What do you mean, Mr. Thief? You're the ones who've stolen my things. Thief! Thief! You stole the train's heart, you did. Just ripped it out and stole it! And now it'll die without a heart. I haven't ripped out anything. Many creatures in this world would survive perfectly well without hearts. A train, I believe, would belong to the order Cristelia. Worms, they don't need hearts. Are you stupid, mister? Worms don't look like that at all. They have arms and legs and a forehead. And two hearts, one in his chest and one in his wife's. What? Oh, that. Oh my god, right. Oh my god, right. Those things are called worms. Worms don't have wives. Yeah, you're not just a thief, but a dummy, too. If worms don't have wives, then who does the dances? Who makes the grass grow? You think it grows by itself? Listen, boy, enough jokes for today. I've come to this town on important business, which I cannot conduct without my microscope and my prototype. Please return them to me. Hey, hold on. No need for all the begging and the politeness. What did I even do to you, anyway? I didn't take nothing. It was all Jekka. My microscope and prototype are precise, delicate instruments. If they break, they'll only be scrap metal and glass. They'll just die, like the train. You don't want that, do you? I don't. Then tell me what Jekka's taken them. Jekka's taking the heart back to go fix the train. That way to its face. Am I a snitch now, mister? Of course you are. You'd fit right into the academy, just like Tellman. No, a snitch is someone who runs off to inform without being asked to do so. You're an honest witness. Ooh. Is the right key bound to anything, though? Because that is kind of... I don't think it's actually tied to anything. Then I think I might rebind... Wait, actually, where's... Yeah. I think that's a lot. Wait. No! No! Wait. 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 Why is that not working? Eh? That works. Why isn't my right click not working? Does my right click work in general? It definitely works in general. I guess there's a reason. I guess there's a reason it's not bound to that. Can I bind it to another button at least? Nope, not on the mouse. Nope. Okay, fuck me, I guess. Simon was expecting me. Or actually, hang on. Maybe there is still a better key. Nah. Simon was expecting me. A place was prepared at the Stillwater. Oh, I already read that. That's the same kid. Can I talk to you again? Nope. Ooh. My loot. Bromide. Increase inhibition in the cerebral cortex. Which is to say, it's drugs. Of course. Freshman's watch. Nikki gave this to me on the first day of the first day of the university. The inscription reads Ad Multos Anno. Not a cold one. And by cold, I mean lukewarm. More of my... Oh, okay. So I can... A beetle. Oh, I can just go take all. Is there any more of my shit that I missed? And these are all the same one. Can I have your suitcase too? I didn't bring the heap of leaves. Damn, they set this shit up fast. Friends will honor my victory. When I return, there will be celebration there too. Or enemies will rejoice at the collapse of my endeavors. How many enemies do you actually have? Ooh! Tobacco, beetles, camphor, stimulant, mania. Addictive, less effective than overuse. Sometimes even do the timeline classic. And we have the trail of smoke. More and a single bullet. Did you bring a gun with you? I guess if you're going into the rural countryside, what's over here? Nope. Jesus, what the fuck is that? Calomel. A universal medicine made of mercury chloride. Cause everything minor. Alchemists of old. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Daniel Dunkowski might not be the best fucking doctor there is. Oh no! Should I have traveled lighter? What if I never get the chance to go home? Ooh, that gives more mania. Hang on, does that apply to the others too? Ooh, shame. All the perfumes of the capital will not sweeten this little town. That's fun. Hello, worms. Ritual costumes? I want to distract them. Now, hello there, little tots. Hey, back off, you. Get away from the girls. Me too. I ain't afraid of Uncle Roan when he boozes up, and I ain't afraid of you neither. I got a knife. You can't hurt us. Got it? Boozes up? What the hell are you talking about? I'm not a drunk. My nerves are hanging by a thread this thin. Do you want to see what happens when it finally snaps? Your hands are shaking and you've got those crazy eyes. Uncle Roan gets those eyes too when he reaches for a second bottle. And the shakes, and then he picks fights. But don't even think about picking a fight with me. I got a real knife, I do. What the hell are you babbling on about? And Jekka's got one too. We all got knives, actually. I'm a scientist! I'm here to conduct breakthrough research, not to chase like some mongrel after a bunch of kids, after my suitcases, after the last drop of my human dignity left in me. Frightening extremes. It's hard for me to talk to people when I'm too apathetic or too manic. I'll need to stabilize my condition first. No help at all. My things. Head swing. My state of mind can be changed with drugs. Some make me more apathetic, others more manic. I need to keep an eye on my mental state and my supply of drugs. Nervous tension makes me quicker. Some bromine.
Slower. Colder.
Nuh-uh. It's quiet. It's dead already. A dead heart keeps beating for 40 days. That's what my mom says. It couldn't have been dead that long. Do it. Tack it on. It won't fit in there. It just won't. Told you we should suck it in the belly, not the mouth. Life's in the belly. Everybody knows that. Nope. A locomotive's life sits in the front with the driver. That's where the fire is. So the heart should be there too. That's what Boulder told me. What do you have there? Oh, my prototype looks like it's still intact. Ah! Begone, vile snake. You killed the other trains, didn't you? It's because of you they don't come to us no more. We were wondering, and we didn't know why they kept dying. We got a whole graveyard and they all rested up and they can't go anywhere. And it's all because of you! You stole the train's heart for yourself and carried it away in a suitcase, and now the train's all dead. If the train stopped coming a long time ago, it can't be my fault. I've never been here before, and I'm not very good at stealing hearts. That's true. Never seen him here before. So he steals hearts from the future, then. You steal hearts from the future, mister? You said yourself the train's heart is at the front. I rode in a carriage in the middle. How could I get to the heart, then? What gave you the idea that my prototype is a train's heart? Well, it's made of iron, isn't it? And it's round! And if I tinker with it, it ticks. That means it's a heart. A train's heart. Yes, or a pocket watch. Or a bomb. Or the Inquisition's insignia. Their symbol is an iron heart, you know. It stands for sensitivity and clarity of my mind. It stands for sensitivity and clarity of mind. Well, that's what people say. Or my damn prototype, which you're going to break any minute now! Without it, the train stopped wailing. Stopped moving, too. That means it's dead. So this is the heart. Obvious, right? Well, that's a bit simplistic. Response to stimuli is just one characteristic of life. It's not exhaustive. I don't know how to make you all understand that my prototype has nothing to do with the train. Look, they're made of different metals. Well, you know, a man doesn't look very shiny on the outside either, and inside he's all red. No, he's right. The body has different layers, but all the meat is made of meat. That's what Grandpa Barra said. Look, my prototype is not the train's heart, and it certainly won't repair it, but it is an interesting thing in itself. So let's make a deal. You give it back, and I'll tell you how it works. I don't know. And my genius, insufferable insistent will be in the tale. He could drive a saint into the grave with a rage-inducing adherence, details, and thinly veiled political insinuations. Our mom said the same thing about Mr. Merrick, and then he hanged himself. Holy shit! Holy shit! Oh my god! Look. And then he hanged himself in the shed. Look here. Let me take the prototype. I won't run away, I promise. To wind it up, you need to turn this handle clockwise. Ooh, demonstration. Ooh! And just as I was complaining about not being in the capital. Hey,
Like old Professor Luria used to say.
What did he say about this? What did he say about demons or ghosts and specters? What? What could he possibly have said on this subject? What could he have said of anything? This rumbling in ghosts! They say he settles outside Thanasia, but I wouldn't know. Grandmaster of chess against death.
Still love them,
The Institute stores are generous to anyone willing to fill out a stack of reports. Portable charging station, which should be read as equipped with 2 handles.
Vita nostra brevis
The primate! Hold this...
finietur.
The Platon. The primate. Hold this crank and turn it clockwise. Chief! Oh no! Oh, for crying out loud. Your mind's fallen away again. My mind and I are planted firmly on the what now. Prime the what now? This morgue is swimming in a gas leak from Lab 102. I heard the alarm. That's right. I pulled the alarm. Because of the chlorine from Lab 102. Anyway, the crank is stiff, so you have to turn it with some force. Platon, are you crazy? There's a gas leak. What did you call me in for? We have to seal the morgue and evacuate quickly. No, Daniel. What we have to do is load the prototype you're fiddling with and use it to get into the morgue. A woman rose from the dead in there, and it will be, I think you'll agree, extremely frustrating if she dies again. We must get her out. Risen from the dead. I was collecting tissue samples to determine the onset of rigor mortis when I heard a noise. I turned around and holy smokes! A woman was sitting up on the gurney, stiff as a poker, rasping her throat. I started to her, but then I smelled the gas and pulled the alarm lever. It wasn't a spontaneous resurrection. It couldn't be. These cases always turn out to be lethargy, or catatonia, or apnea. So why not get her yourself? Why call for me? We don't have a second to waste. Chlorine isn't known for bringing back the dead, but if the woman was brought here by mistake alive, perhaps the gas could have irritated her mucous membranes enough to wake her. Chief, you're braiding one of your chains of hypotheticals. We need practical observations. Pull out the patient, then write the monograph, not the other way around. You're right. Tell me, what should I do with this device, this prototype, I think you called it. I already told you. But fine, let's go over it again. You're holding an experimental prototype meant to dissipate tuberculosis miasma. Remember the consumption task force. Kaufman, Gorski, Anna, Stein. At least the gas hasn't done you any lasting damage. A million details as always. That's reassuring. I'd feel even better if we could leave this morgue. Of course I remember in the wake of Bazan, they were commissioned to make a device to dissipate miasma, but I believe it was meant for something other than tuberculosis. This magnificent gizmo disperses an aerosol of disinfectant. First you load the prototype. These bottles of solution in the beige cabinet. They set it on the table while you load it. You can't do it while you're holding it. I wonder if this will work against chlorine. Though considering it was designed for mustard gas. Next you wind the prototype up. The primate, hold this crank here and turn it clockwise. The crank is stiff, right? So you have to turn it with some force. The unassigned isn't just a medic, she's a natural-born mechanical engineer. What an ingenious device. Well, Gorski assembled it. Anna took charge of optimizing the chemical composition. Either way, they're a talented team, and the military likes them. And then I just release the contents into the gas? Correct! Wind up crank, then release. The gas should dissipate theoretically. Wind, release, dissipate. Wind, release, dissipate. Repeat until you reach a resurrectee. Just remember, the chlorine will keep coming while the supply of solution is finite. Just try to be as efficient as possible, Chief. And what about the deceased woman? Where is she now and in what state? You know, I actually like this idea. A truth untold... Actually, I'll get to that. The formerly deceased woman, Chief. Before the gas became too thick to see through, she was sitting on a gunny at the opposite end of the morgue. From there, I know as little as you do. She may have gone back to being deceased. Or you may have altogether hallucinated her. You've inhaled enough by then. But there's only one way to find out. The chances are infinitesimal, but if we are really dealing with a spontaneous resurrection, and if we lose the patient, I'm going to commit some crimes against humanity. The longer I hold the crank, the stronger the effects. Pneumatics with mechanical priming. Operating range is supposed to be decent. Clears the miasma in front of it. Our load is good for 20 uses. We need to spend fluid wisely. The morgue corridors is like a maze. To load this prototype, I need a stimulant, an anesthetic, and a toxin. Required ingredients are readily available, at least in the Institute. First thing we teach lab assistants, the best stuff is in the beige cabinets. Heat, then open the valves, and add the ingredients one by one to the setup and heat it up. Evaporate. Residue goes into the prototype. Should be enough for 20 uses. Load the prototype. Before you can use the prototype, you need to load it. Ingredients are in the cabinet and the loading station's on the table.
We're running terribly low on mice. And the mice themselves are a little feeble, lacking in enthusiasm.
I mean, yeah. I don't exactly blame them. Anesthetic, stimulant, toxin. The disinfectant solution consists of 3 ingredients: a stimulant, a toxin, and an anesthetic. And you put these items aside and press the load button. Prototype successfully loaded. Did not reach. Hold and release on the pendulum stops. Every sheet covers another injustice I will break. I mustn't run away. Shit. 17. I'm wasting time. I can't jump. It's a straight shot! How am I fucking this up? 16. How am I actually fucking this up? Where am I going? Oh, over there. I need medication, otherwise I won't survive. 14. 13. Where am I going? You! 12. You're alive. You look familiar. Are you the girl in the graveyard? Are you? Death. You have death's eyes. I have the evidence of a man who just walked through 40 meters of poisonous gas without protective goggles. At the end of the tunnel, there's a second tunnel. You can tell me everything you've seen in your posthumous vision later. We need to get out of here at once. At the end of a tunnel, there's a second tunnel. What does that mean? It means that when you die, there's neither life nor death, but something else entirely. That if trains or worms, they tunnel towards you underground. It's just nonsense. That woman was disorientated and hallucinating. What a silly story. I loved stories like that when I was young. You're giving me the prototype, yes? Take it. It spins all boring, clockwise only. Grandpa Simon has clocks that spin every which way. Besides, the train's already dead. Couldn't save it in time. Look, it's blowing its whistle, still smoking. That's as alive as it gets. I'm sick of this game. Go run away. We're gonna play kid in an old hat. We still have time before the sun sets. Wait, what about my microscope? I'll trade you another tail for it. We didn't take your microscope. I didn't expect you to know that word. Even some people in the capital don't know it. Where is it then? If the prototype is in my right hand, the microscope in my left, I can't collect data without it. The dogheads must have taken it. Khan Notkin got a deal. All the war spoils get split down the middle. They don't care about hearts. Not in any of their many faces. Why would they need another one? What does your microscope do? Is it alive? Dogheads? Khan and Notkin, A heart and a face. I don't understand a single word. A microscope is a metallic pipe filled with the lenses. Use it to look at small objects and make them large and detailed. Oh, a kaleidoscope! To look at the colourful town you can do in the capella? A capella? I'm not much of a singer. You know the word kaleidoscope? Oh, I love you, Daniel Donkovsky. Oh, I love you. Oh, and defenestration! Mr. Merrick's using when following home through Uncle Ron out a window. Jesus Christ. Uncle Ron is going to be the final boss of this game. It's going to be alcoholic versus drug addict. Let's go. So, as it stands, you pass my belongings to some other gang and I need to go get them to get my microscope back. Am I right? God must have given it to Capella as a gift. Are you stupid? She hates kaleidoscopes after what happened to the stained glass. No, Khan wouldn't have given it to her. If it's something that changes things when you look through it, he must have given it to Grandpa Simon. Grandpa Simon loves things like that. Khan wouldn't give it to anyone. Not before he looks at himself, or after either. But he's honest, even if he's wicked. He'd give it back to the owner if you find him in town. He'll deal fair. Where can I find him? Well, if they brought your micro kaleidoscope into the polyhedron, you won't see it again. No use looking there. Try the stairs to heaven. Dog heads like them. Think they look like a polyhedron. There's one right here in the mall. You know, after this conversation of its capellas, cons, polyhedrons, I'm beginning to see the shape of the world you live in. It sounds complicated, but it can't be worse than human anatomy, can it? Oh, Daniel Donkovsky, this is gonna be the worst 12-day vacation of your life. The second tool was stolen by a different gang of children. I'll just search the town for it. Not the guided tour I'd hoped for. My salvation lies ahead. There's no way back. Let's do my belongings. Fresh glyphs, rich color, sharp, suffocating smell. This is strong with cinnabar. Really? Man, Daniel Donkovsky, you can't say anything. You drink mercury. Holy Mother of Smokes. Precise cut, more akin to surgery than murder. Stabbed in the stomach, gutted just like in my books. The body still warm. Surprisingly for a man like this, he was sober. Jacob Stern, Kierik, and what was his name? Bertrand. Such a harmless fellow he was. Never heard a fly in his life. And the Ripper slashing of ribbons like the rest of them anyway. The brutes. Must give these unfortunate souls the proper burial they deserve. Then find the Ripper and give him a burial befitting of a beast. Corp Kunud. Do not act rashly. Give Kierik to me. I'll pay you back in kind, in herbs, in blood. What do you mean give Kierik to you? You want to take the corpse? Are you crazy? Why are you looking at her? Why are you even speaking to her? Be gone, witch! Boyantai. Do not speak to me, stranger. I have come begging for food to give Suak, begging for tears to give Mother Bora. I speak to the blood of Ura, of her town. You are not our blood. My eyes do not see you, stranger. My ears do not hear you. Suak, Mother Bora, Ura. Before you ask me, no, I don't need to write down new words. I have an excellent memory. The Ripper's come to town. The father killer, Bora. He was always a wild one, but then Mara Shabnak lay with him in the steppe and whispered things in his ear to make him water the earth with blood. As soon as he got off the train, he went on his murder spree. He killed Jacob Sturk. He killed Kierik. He killed the harmless birdie. He's a monster. I thought I'd come alone. Or almost alone. But I definitely don't recall a mad Ripper on the train with me. And people scoff at me for saying our lands are bound with mystic and analytical minds. Did you deduce all that from simply inspecting the corpse, including the fornication in the steppe? Everyone knows her marks. If the victim's chest was ripped open, Shabnak told the killer where to strike. If a person lashes out like a beast, it's her holding the leash. And if he sees handprints in the earth instead of footprints... Borente, hear me out, blood of my Ura. Suak sings of fierceness, a sharpness inside the ones you call Kierik. Give his body to me. He is dead to you anyway. You will bury him, and he will rot away until nothing is left. I will bury him, and Suak will eat him, and drink his savagery and his sting, and sing an Ubriadon, an herb song in gratitude. Oh, shit! I did not actually see that anyone is watching. Hello, Anna Morgan76! Yeah, actually having a great day right now, just playing this so far. Do not know how long time this was ago. Well, hope you're still here. Oh, yeah, hello. Welcome. First stream, playing Pathologic. Hope you're doing a good day as well. She'll give us twire, and we'll brew lots of twiring. She'll give us ash and swish, the harshest of herbs. Ash and swish is a cruel herb, a bad herb. It thrives on blood and spite. Suak sings that we'll need plenty of swish soon. Yours is a burial into emptiness, but mine will be a burial into Suak's womb. I am at your feet, Hayan Kunud, good people. Give me the one you call Kirik. Hey, that's great. I'm glad you got speaking. Glad you're having a good day, my friend. I've been waiting to play this game until I could actually set up and do all the streaming stuff, because it just gives you an opportunity to focus on it. That's a great question. This is kind of a first stream. I'm planning on streaming 3 times a week at least, but we're figuring out schedule. I'm figuring out schedule right now because I don't know, brand new to this. Hey, actually got a viewer this time. So cool. Glad you be here. Should we give her the body then? He didn't seem to have any family, and without them in the picture, I guess it doesn't matter if we bury him with a Kindu. Who knows? Suppose we do get a great crop of twire. Sure. Yeah, you can ask anything you want. I was under the impression that who buries who actually matters quite a lot in traditional cultures. Or corpses often used as fertilizer around these parts. But they aren't just going to bury him. They'll desecrate him until not even the Shabnat can recognize what's left. That's what you're going to do, isn't it? Isn't it, stepgirl? Say it! And don't you dare try to lie to us. Why haven't you upgraded your channel? That means there are no decorations like I wish I had an answer. Really is, the point is I'm trying to figure out everything right now. I wanted to at least like try streaming and get my voice warmed up to it to feel that if it's something right for me. So the answer is figuring that out, but honestly, you are right. I really should do more and figure that out. Like, you are right. What is your custom things? I have no idea what that means. I am brand new to all of this. I am at your feet, Hayan Kanud. Good people, I promise there will be no desecration. We will take his name so it holds his sharpness no longer, and we will lower him into Suak's womb. Everyone will forget him, forget the wicked murderer Kirik, and only ash and swish will remain. I knew there was a catch. Wicked or not, you can't just bury a person without their name. Everyone has the right to be remembered, if nothing else. But he really was a wicked man. The rare time someone remembers him at all, they never have anything good to say. Perhaps it's for the best if everybody forgets him. What an ethnographic goldmine you've got here. It's a shame I'm not an anthropologist. You could at least ask her to stand up. This is awkward. They'll take the name of this cure. What does that mean? Let me check something. Sure, yeah. I'm interested in seeing some stuff. A touch of our eyes, a touch of our fingers, and the name melts away. The one they used to call Kirak will become a gift to Suak instead. He will have no grave, and there'll be no man in the memory of the people. Speak to me no more, stranger. Your words are poison. I don't actually have a Discord. Yeah, sorry, I don't got a Discord. I should probably make one for this then, if that's the case. I do have a Twitter, actually. Here, let me go find what it is. Boop. That's what I'm on there. Same kind of astronaut picture and then space background. You know, so feel free to send me stuff on there. Cool, thank you. Pleasure to do so, my friend. Oh. Also follow you back. Guys, why not? Sure. Just did before you even asked, actually. I wasn't talking to you. I must admit that clarified nothing. Let's hand over the body. I'd rather avoid a falling out with a kin. We'll only do more trouble down the line. What do you think, stranger? You certainly look important. Maybe you have some brains to back it up. The body of a victim who met a violent end must be withheld for the purpose of a forensic examination, even if a beautiful woman asks otherwise. Once a person dies, their body is no more than a collection of molecule and tissues, and the opportunity to put it to some use is a stroke of fortune. Corpus non est templum. I do agree. If there's a murder on the loose, we need to examine it. Let me see what you sent to me, my friend. Oh, those are really nice. Ah, no, that's actually really cool. Should probably not be facing away from the microphone when I look at those. Oh, yeah. Oh, shit, this actually is really... Oh, my God. You're talented, my friend. Yeah, no, those are just really impressive. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Oh. Death came to this town today. Such a great death, the likes of which has never been seen before. Today will be a fearsome day. Tomorrow, even more so. And on the third day, fear itself will die, and without Ashen Switch, we will die too. I came to this town today. That's all that matters. Ooh. My decision echoes in the future. Golem of bones. The locals believe in a Shabnak, a murderous step golem in the guise of a woman. It's like I stepped out of time, not just traveled far from home. Ooh. Yeah, no, very much like your banners. Very pretty. If I end up doing this longer, I might actually talk to you about getting something done. I don't know when that would be as a full transparency, but like, hey. He was murdered. Now where else can I go? Yeah, no, actually I really do like all the things you showed me. I will also put that because I'm not... Yeah, no, you did really good work. I very much like what, I like seeing what you've done so far. I really like the third one you sent me. I think that one's fun. It's weird as shit, but I love it, is the thing. Now where am I going? The locals believe in a Shabnak, a murderous step golem in the guise of a woman. It's like I've stepped out of time, not just traveled far from home. Birdies, birdies, gather here for your marbled nest. Can never have too many coffins, they're imported here. Why? I suppose there aren't many trees in the steppe. Holy shit, that's a lot of coffins! Sure, you can give me a suggestion all you want. I don't think I'll get anything like commission done for like a hot minute until I figure this out. So, just as a fair warning, like, I don't have the money for that. I didn't expect to find an ordinary girl behind this pile of coffins. One grief. I despise hustlers and courtroom vultures. The Academy adores them.
Wisdom's good to possess. Better still
Would you
is
look at that,
cleverness.
customer? Keep walking, customer. The shop's appointment only, and I don't recall your name on the list. From a distance, they looked just like coffins. What did? It looked like a giant bird was nesting by the train. Birdies, birdies, gather ye here round the marbled nest. I can't recall where the quote is from. That's quite a bird indeed. Small in stature, but great in spirit. Hell, I like you. You're lucky he likes you. He's a handy acquaintance. We got plenty of shops in town, but our warehouse keeper here can get it for you wholesale. Just look like these boots he snagged. Scarlet. They're pretty. Are they from the capital? I'd expect a romantic soul like yours would be more interested in the Scarlet Pimpernel than scarlet boots. Oh, gross. What am I, her bride? They run around naked, trampling the grass and flowers. I want to run in something pretty. A coffin's the best what you need a chest. When you need a chest. A checkpoint guard won't dare open it up out of respect. It's inhumane. Meanwhile, it's overflowing with 100 pair of scarlet Safino leather boots, tax and duty-free. Safino leather? Those are bog-standard military-issue boots that have been dyed wrong. You a tax inspector? No, but that doesn't mean I approve of illicit trade. I can't imagine a duller job. Keep your nose out of other people's coffins, then. Once someone goes in, who knows what happens? Maybe they never died. Maybe they never existed at all. Of course, if I start poking around coffins, how will you exploit the public's fear of death for your smuggling in the operation? Indeed, no one knows what happens when once someone goes into a coffin, but I intend to find out. So we met bad grief now. Hell yeah. The grief is doing well. Oh, loading screen. These are actually really infrequent in the Pathologic 2. Surprise. Oh, where am I? The mind is affected by interactions with specific objects. They're easy to spot if you enter concentration mode. Garbage!
I'd rather not hear this.
I was expecting to loot. I hate filth, garbage, decay, but sterile operating rooms no longer give me answers. So for right now, walking through the backwoods. Oh, more herb rights. Oh, hello. Strong, foul, stinking tobacco. Well, in the capital, decadent smoke belladonna. Oh yeah, those are quite nice. Boop, boop, boop. Going throughout. So what are y'all talking? Oh, that's the way I came. Yeah, I will definitely contact you if I need anything, Anna Morgan. Thank you for the offer. Dignitaries fear assassination attempts. In the capital, they block road from ministers, while a patient dies in the sanitary motor. You peeping? You peeping on them? No crouching either. I'd like to study them. So is this bloating is a common condition here? Truly an astonishing phenomenon can still be found in remote corners of our country. Movements. Such beautiful movements. Blah, my good little bull. Blunt-mouthed, broad-browed, please forgive us. You're silly, Ezra, and you always have been. He is returning to Bastora, to Boro. We are leading him to the bosom of the mother and the father. Why are you asking him for forgiveness? Because Bastora is dead in here. This little bull's whole life he didn't know what the most beautiful creature, the immortal Bastora, was waiting for him. And now that he knows Bastora is dead, Bora will find his father's silent corpse. How can we not pity him? I thought there was some kind of festival happening in town. What you're just talking about, death. It's a funeral, Karakun. Bastora, the father of all Kantanshan people and bulls, has died. We are Suak to bring him back. You're the silly one, Ania. Suak didn't eat Bastora. How could she? He's bigger than her, stronger than her. The immortal can't be killed. He chooses death himself. We asked Bastora to change his mind and come back to us, his children. Is Bastora some kind of mythical creature? What happened exactly? Well, actually, some animals like lobsters don't undergo natural aging and death, but they can still be killed by external forces. Bastora is not an animal. Bastora is the father of all Kantaj, people and bulls. Oh, how can I explain? We herb brides walk barefoot so that we can always hear his heart. Tonight, it stopped beating. His children are afraid without their father, so we ask him to respond, but I feel he has died. A fang or a claw was thrust into him. I feel the wound bleeding. Rust has soaked into him. I feel the rot squelching underfoot. Quiet, both of you. You know nothing. Bastora can only die from gloom. We will cheer him up, feed him, show him our joy. We will bring the last rocks to his bosom. Then he will remember us and return to us. Clearly your Bastora is a mythologem, but it must have some basis. I wonder what. Maybe he felt the aftershocks of an earthquake. They sometimes occur in the northeast. So the secret to immortality was to smile and put aside sorrow. Joy is love, Karakun. Laugh at funerals, dance when it hurts. Death is a second name for sorrow. Mother Boda is a blind, loving mother, the warmth of the earth, but Bastora not only bore us, he watched over us. We live under his watch. Now the town is without a beholder. As in Nakun, we're all blind worms now. Murga, bad. A worm is a worm. A human is a human. A human is meant to see, to build. Look around, beholder. What do you see? A town where the sacrifices of live animals is permitted in a residential area. That Simon's and Kane's immortality will most likely turn out to be superstitious nonsense too. You said the beholder's boss to her. Who am I to contend with him? Any gaze might turn out to be boss Tora's gaze. These things can't be foreseen. You haven't looked closely. Go further. See our celebration. Look at the last Uroks. What do you see in all this? Tell Guga afterwards. How could I forget Guga? This is why you don't do you don't do uppers. Don't. They're on another planet. Ah, yes! Gathering around empty pots. Oh, that's just a second bowl. God, that's a big bowl. Or maybe... This might just be them in the future. I know this game plays with time. How that manifests is going to be interesting. Same thing. Tell Guga. That's what they offered me. Anxiously peering into my eyes. Yes, he does look like Guga. Who is Guga? My eyes touch you, beholder. That's plausible, anatomically speaking, but psychologically that'll traumatize me for the next decade. What did you see, beholder? I saw rot and plague in miasma spreading from a carcass and a sanitation squad burning it with fire. I had a fleeting hallucination. Strange, I usually can only do such things in laboratory conditions. That was tomorrow. That will be yesterday. That box syphilis, this was from hat jumps. That makes as much sense. But those anxiety-induced visions of a terrible future. Perhaps. Thank you for your vision, beholder. You see more widely than others. We will remember this. If you see something else unexpected, don't be afraid. It's just the eyes adjusting to our current place and time. Keep moving forward. I haven't done anything yet, but I'm already helping. What a stand-up guy I turned out to be. Pity the academics think otherwise. They're performing a dance of death or something of the sort. Even this backward has a theater. Death, where is thy clock? Oh! Hello, Dallin! It's going well so far. Fuck! Oh, shit! Oh, God, it's happening again. Oh, God, that's hurting! Oh! Oh, no! Fuck! Oh. This is fine. I just imagined. I'm simply adjusting to the climate. Why is she drawing my thoughts? The sick and the plagued. Perfectly healthy children. What devilry am I imagining? An unbearable melancholy, drawn out creak. We jest, but the anguish keeps growing. Push.
Never alone. Things everywhere.
Do I know what the states of... I don't know what apathy really does yet. It is fun so far, but yeah, I know I did immediately walk into the plague thing and die. Hello.
See no evil.
Oh, no, here he is.
Display no evil.
Ah, there you are. Finally, I thought you'd forgotten our agreement. I hope you're ready. Have you memorized your lines? Of course I did. I always have 2 or 3 lines ready in my mind, and I choose one before responding. I take no joy in seeing another player who likes to improvise. Your charge is but to read your lines and not invent them. Wait, is this really the guy? Looks about the same, but the outfit's all wrong. Did our guy wear a coat? This costume is more suited to an antagonist. The coat is the latest fashion in the capital, I'll have you know. Funny, fashion advice from a man in a bird suit. Looked in a mirror lately. I'm more of an anti-hero than an antagonist. I presume you know the difference. That makes you an ideal candidate for our anti-production. I am Mark Immortel, director of the local theater. And you are? Daniel Donkovsky, doctor. Just arrived from the capital. Magnifico! You see, the actor we've been waiting an eternity for has decided to sabotage the rehearsal. You would do us a massive, titanic favor by replacing him, even if just for a little while. Of course I'd be delighted to. I've dreamt of acting on a stage since I was a boy. What must I do? I don't have time for this. Truth be told, I don't care for the theater. Still, what's the man in a bird suit doing here? This is abnormal. I don't have time for this. A shame, truly. Our troupe just lost our primo umo. The lead exits the stage, and we must carry on without him. Right-a-do. I say again, he is no leading man. He is unfit to even play a villain. At best, a background player, a body, standing there to fill the stage. It is the step-healer's son who ought to take the role, or that young girl who crawled out of the grave. They have such pathos, such verve. What does this one have? A coat! I've had enough of your jabs, good day, sir. The theater is an outmoded, soon to be replaced by Simna, and good riddance, too. The poor man's must be drowning in sweat. An impressive costume, but quite bulky. More bird metaphors. Theater is just a relic of the past. Cinema is the relief of future art. I was lured into a student art performance once. No script, no characters, because the dictatorship of the author and traditional narrative structures is reactionary. We spoke in a random combination of syllables. Never again. To meet the dogheads. Seems the natives solve their problems through smoking. The smell of local herbs is overwhelming. Dirty lungs, clear heads. I'm about to be ganked by 30 toddlers. You got loot? It's payback. If you could travel through time, would you go to the future or the past? I'm starting to realize that they're named when they're not important pawns. That's... Oh, Daniel Donkovsky. You don't even see them as people. The past. A future so distant that not even someone with my vivid imagination could fathom it. Grandpa Simon used to say that days are like hopscotch. Usually they go one after another, but sometimes there's 2 side by side, and sometimes you have to jump backwards. Does Simon Kane know many games? Did you steal my microscope, the device or the tiny shoe with the shiny tube? I did, yeah. But I gave it to Phil. He's over there on the stairway. How do those stairs stand without support? They stand like the polyhedron does. You keep bringing up this polyhedron... Well, whatever sort of creature it is. I can wait until later. Can I fall off these? Yes! Okay. We tested that carefully. Hey, kid. Hey, lamppost. Why doesn't it fall? What an impossible construction. Why don't I fall? I advise myself not to look down. It's like it just ripped out of the concrete. There it is! Well, what is it? Can you see the future? Let me look too. Gimme, gimme. Wait your turn, Pipsqueak. Just let me take one look, then I'll give it... Ew, there's a bunch of bugs and little hairs. Doesn't look like much of a future. Why are you using your dog's eyes to look? You're not an animal, you know. Yeah, but an animal might see further, though. Good news! The microscope has been found. Bad news. It's being mauled by a pack of wild dogs. Oh, the horror. I have a feeling there is fall damage is the thing, Alan. I have a feeling that this game... If the answer of this pathologic is, will it hit you in the kneecap? The answer is yes. Need some help, kids. I can teach you how to use this thing. Here, let me show you. Sorry to interrupt, but we should either play pretend as dogs or... Yes, I know there's an easy test for that. Doing both at once is a bit overboard, stylistically speaking. Oh, it's you. Hey, your thingamajig's busted. It doesn't show anything. Just some bugs and weird little hairs. Maybe that is the future. Like in many, many years, nothing will remain of us on Earth but bugs and hair. It's very sad if you think about it. What makes you think it shows you the future? See all these different pieces of glass inside? Glasses like this show the future when you look through. Everyone knows that. Grandpa Simon loved making all these things with glass. I've only seen thingamajigs like this at his place. Why'd you steal from Grandpa Simon, you bastard? That's why he stole it back from you. It's called justice. You know Simon Kane? I've come here to see him. What, you don't know, mister? He doesn't know. Spit it out, you monster! Where'd you get this thingamajig from? What'd you do to Simon? It was you, wasn't it? Wasn't it? I was on my way to go visit Simon, and I'd already be there if it wasn't for you. Please give me back the microscope. It's a very delicate instrument. Give it back, give it back. Will you stop whining? If you want it back so bad, what do you give it for us? Just give him back the thingamajig and let him go on his merry way. It's broken anyhow. Can't see the future at all. No, no, no. Grandpa Simon taught us what doesn't take effort doesn't deserve effort. If we just give him back the thingamajig, there's no effort in that. I can give you a cuff on the head. Will that be enough for effort? I have a pocket watch on the chain. It definitely shows the future. Let's make a deal. Come on, let's see it. Ooh, nice. How does it show the future? With this, you always know what time it is, so you know what time it will be in an hour, 2, or even 3, which means you know the future. Oh, you're clever, mister. All right. Give us your watch, but show us how your thingamajig works. We're still curious. Look at these kids up here. Yeah, there's definitely no save. Am I debating your test? Oh, this game would fucking shatter my kneecaps, yeah. I bought a... Fine, I'll fucking do it. 1 second. Trade and I might need to put in the barter slot. If I want something, I need to give something in return. I can do this by putting the items and sales on my inventory side. People won't agree to a trade if I offer items less valuable than whatever I'm asking for. Fine, I'll do it for science. Already a bad influence. Can I just give them a bullet? Do you want a No, I'll give them the pocket watch. No, actually. Actually, this is an important watch to me. I can get a fucking other bullet. Or can you just give them water? Yeah, just take some water. Oh! Nope, apparently never... Well, apparently never mind. Apparently the game decided not to do that. She woke up in the morgue during a chlorine... Yeah, sorry, Dallin. Yeah, no, apparently that was not happening. I was gonna. You can't say that I wasn't, because we'll never know. She woke up in a morgue during a chlorine leak. Could this truly be a case of spontaneous resurrection? The fearless heart to see things through. Glasses without diopters to look older. I'd leave Thanatatio to her in a heartbeat. I already have. Guess that comes in later. There will be other opportunities. Hopefully after I get a chance to save, there's not been an opportunity for that yet.
You asked for it, you got it, Chief.
Please
You
hold
have
her
too
on a
much
little
of
longer.
spine.
Even after the inhalation therapy, the swelling won't go down immediately. Chief, finally, where have you been? The woman you rescued from the morgue is conscious, but she might not stay that way. She's still very weak. It's amazing that she's standing at all with the amount of gas she inhaled. What's the hurry? The burden of leadership you owe something to everyone, and everyone will find you at fault. It's good to see you too, Seraphima. It's amazing that she's standing. Step aside with me for a moment, Chief. I checked the morgue records. A body matching a description was declared dead last night. It could be a coroner's oversight. Oh, bureaucratic error. Do I hear a permadeath? I am scared not knowing this game, and the fact that all of my health immediately evaporated from standing in a plague cloud. I'm scared of a permadeath run. Pathologic 2 permadeath run, however, is a different story. I at least know that game a little bit. People make mistakes all the time. This doesn't prove anything. We're searching across the country for miraculous resurrection, and one springs up right under our feet, in our institute's morgue. That's irony for you. Don't awaken the thrill of the hunt just yet. If this is indeed what we both think it is, we need to keep cool heads. I'm not claiming it does, but imagine for a second. No, let's stick to the facts. I spoke to the orderly on duty last night. He also confirms that our subject showed no signs of life, and Platon himself was there when she woke up. Our subject, slow down, Seraphima. We don't have yet proof she meets Thanatatia's criteria. When I reached this woman through the poisonous fog, she herself insisted that she had died. It's not proof, but she must have had some reason to think it. And yeah, I think that. We can't miss this opportunity. Unfortunately, the subject is having trouble speaking. All that time, the gas has weakened her voice. I've rinsed her mucous membranes and performed inhalation therapy, but you understand I can't conduct an extensive interview. Shame. A first-hand account could point us in the right direction, but there are always physical examination, or taking a sample, or an examination of her personal belongings. She came to the morgue with some items, though I haven't had a chance to go through them myself. I left them on the table by the back entrance. Will you take a look, Chief? Perhaps there's a clue. Ma'am, would you allow us to examine your things? Oh! Okay. Hello, do you remember me? I'm Bachelor of Medicine Daniel Donkovsky, head of the Thanatetia Library. Last night I saved you from the sight of a serious gas leak. The man with death's eyes. I'm just a researcher into the problem of human mortality. My eyes were affected by the gas just like yours, but at least you remember something. I'm just a researcher. I died. Tunnel after tunnel. Please remain calm. Before we can be sure of anything, I need to examine you. Allow me to take a blood sample. Perhaps a microscope can give us some clarity. Wait just a moment. I'd like to examine your belongings first. The ones you had on you at the morgue. Physical examination. Pale and gaunt. Looks exhausted. That would be interesting. I don't know if we'll be able to catch this. Actually, I know nothing about this game. Other than it meddles with time somewhat. And then it's... You don't need food or hunger, and you instead of apathy and mania bars instead. I should take a look at her blood sample. The skin here is seriously damaged. I suspect it's due to her contact with the gas. Likely the same for her red eyes and mucosal burns. Back. The skin here is seriously damaged. I suspect it's due to her contact with the gas. Likely the same for her red eyes and mucosal burns. Bruising from repeated injections. The consequences of attempted resurrection. Clean. Yeah, it kind of does. Yeah. God, the fucking Daniel Donkovsky would both love and hate that. I hate the Shivering Isles. The skin here is seriously damaged. I suspect it's due to her contact with the gas. Likely the same for her red eyes and mucosal burns. The skin here is seriously damaged. I suspect it's due to her contact with the gas. Likely the same for her red eyes and mucosal burns. Now let's take a look at her things. So this just isn't how blackboards work. Like, I mean, I guess it works. Concentrate. Our Lazarus personal effects from the morgue. Morphine, tourniquet, 2 rings, obviously a pair. One would be too big for her. Herbs, not a bouquet. Looks medicinal. Papers, they look official. Consent form for the experimental treatment at our institute. I accept all risks and waive all claims. The description of the treatment is vague. Something about novel drugs. 2 rings, obviously a pair. One would be too big for her, though. Husband left and took off with the wedding ring. Unrequited love. Jilted fiancé. Morphine tourniquet. Chronic morphine addict, or suffered from severe pain. Herbs. Yeah, it does look like it does work. Herbs, not a bouquet, it looks medicinal. Consulted a wise woman instead of a doctor. Self-medication with folk remedies. I might understand more if I take a blood sample from the subjects. By the way, everything Daniel Donkovsky says now I take into doubt because he motherfucker drinks mercury. So, you know. Breathing is a little bit easier, but talking is still difficult. You can stay quiet for now. I need to examine something. I hope your blood test will tell us something. This is familiar but new. A disease affects various bodily systems. The microscope helps identify which organ is infected. Tissue samples are placed on glass slides, and assistant ensures that slides are sufficiently supplied. Take sample. Sample taken. Ooh! I can study the collected samples under the microscope. To perform the test, I need reagents. The doctor themselves is in charge of their supply. 7. Microcosm. By adjusting the magnification, I need to find red bacteria in the sample. To better adjust focus, it will allow me to see the bacteria better. The lifespan of the culture is limited. I must act quickly. A dead tissue sample is useless. Where is it? There it is. Pathogen has been found. Did I not find it? Did I fuck up? Together with the examination test. Yes, they are just now talking about resurrection. A miraculously resurrected woman. So, like, to sum up what happened was we were running through, like, a gas leak and supposedly, like, a woman just woke up who was dead. And she's talking about, like, a light in the tunnel. So, we're kind of building off of what the fuck happened there. And we're trying to cure death over here. A miraculously resurrected woman has a late-stage leukemia and injection marks on her body. Morphine overdose. Addicted from palliative treatment from the pain. Colleagues thought she was beyond saving. Parent death. Reaction to experimental drug. Lab got scared, didn't sort it out. Paired rings. Suicide attempt. Unrequited love. Weakened system couldn't handle the heavy dose of medication. This one feels like Seraphima waits and our subject needs rest time to come up with a diagnosis, even if it's preliminary.
They'll go to any length, Chief. But our lengths are longer.
So, Chief, have you shed any light on the case? I'm loath to jump to conclusions, but could Danatisha have discovered the degenerate phenomena? Alas, her subject is not a phenomenon, just a morphine addict, and morphine addicts are common in morgues. She was in trial for a new drug. I'm not sure our colleagues will disclose their experiments, but I'd guess anaphylaxis, an acute allergic reaction, and you end up in the morgue. Did you notice the rings among her belongings? I suspect we're dealing with a failed suicide attempt. She's terminally ill and may have swung from one extreme or another. From self-treatment to our institute, we don't know what medication it took or how they're interacted. I think this is the most likely attempt. She has had many repeated injection sites, which I feel like if she leads to either morphine addict for the pain, could be trial for a new drug. She does have illegal paperwork, but I think this is the most all-encompassing. I suppose so, but how do I explain this most astonishing part, the resurrection? Why did a gas leak revive the subject? I don't know. We may need to strip the two different laboratories down to the baseboards, the one where the subject's supposed death occurred and the one with the gas leak. We can use a chemical analyzer to see what might have reacted. Did you see the bruised injection site? Adrenaline. Someone tried to restart her heart with too small a dose. The gas leaked and the body released the adrenaline it was missing. So you think it was a mistake? The subject ended up in the morgue due to negligence. She wasn't actually dead, and by coincidence an unaccounted for factor revived her? Is that disappointment I hear? It's unjustified. For example, an emergency as adrenaline as an emergency tool is promising from a scientific point of view. The research will one day bear fruit. Let's hold off. This is quite useful, and I'm not entirely certain that it was all a mistake. But for now, let's come back to the past. So does that mean she wasn't dead after all? The woman who supposedly came back to life? Alas. And all the others we tried to find too. As of right now, spontaneous resurrection appears to be nothing but fiction. And what's your microscope even for? Doesn't show the future, doesn't raise the dead, it's just a toy, really. It's quite the bar you've set you with your expectations, young man. Sometimes I ask myself the same question. A breakthrough can't happen in one single moment. It takes sustained effort. Every step feels small at first, but we'll learn to resurrect the dead one day. Alright, if we can't see the future in that glass, then we're off. We got important things to do after all. As do I. I'll leave my things at my temporary lodgings, then head to the Crucible to see Simon. I'm ready! I've overcome to this town's first hurdle. If I keep up this momentum, my trip won't take long. The world's a stage.
Enough. Why are you drowning me in details, Bachelor?
Oh.
Street kids stealing your microscope is an amusing anecdote, but it's not the crime we sat down to discuss 2 hours ago.
It is... Or not! It keeps not letting me test the fall damage! It's just not gonna let me, Dallin! Inspector of the Special Committee. He was sent to investigate the case of my criminal negligence. Supposedly I didn't save a town in the east of our country where a plague broke out. I didn't even try, apparently. He's luring me into a trap. His folder is full of intentionally false data. He's not interested in the truth, but rather in the downfall of Bachelor Dunkovsky. He is my enemy.
Homo homini hostis est.
I want to grab your glasses and put your head in a toilet, and I'm a nerd. Like, I don't know what to tell you, buddy. Enough. Why are you drowning me in details, Bachelor? Street kids stealing a microscope is an amusing anecdote. But it's not the crime we sat down to discuss 2 hours ago. 2 hours and 15 minutes ago, to be exact. Focus. I'm only interested in what's important. But you asked what I was doing in town. How am I supposed to know, Inspector, what you deem important and what you don't? You know what I especially dislike? When an obviously intelligent man feigns foolishness to derail an investigation. I'm offended and embarrassed for you. We both know you're not a fool. Stop wasting my time and your own. I just wanted to recount everything in order, from beginning to end. The beginning doesn't interest me. My concern is the ending, the results, the finale. As for your backstory, your genesis, all of that is in the case file. Shall we review it? Yes, please. I'm quite curious as to what it contains. Let's see, where was it? Ah, yes. The ministerial inspection of your lab, Thanatesia, began in early September. Your presence was required at all times. Instead, you dashed all across the country to a backwater town to bring back what may be described as, yes, an immortal man. A person with unique longevity, or at the very least the results of his medical evaluation. Let's set your fantasies aside for a moment. The important part is that you fled from the investigation. And this town had an outbreak of some fever the scientific community had no knowledge of. As luck would have it, you're the only medical professional on site. Accurate so far? I didn't flee. Proof of human immortality was the only chance to save Thanatesia. On the third day, the town's leader gathered in the town hall to form an emergency command to fight the epidemic. And what was Daniel Dankovsky, who was, I repeat, the only qualified specialist in town doing that day? What's that? Your lips are trembling. Did I unsettle you? Your tricks won't work on me. You're right to feel ashamed. Instead of fulfilling your Hippocratic oath and leading the fight against the plague, you're engaged in what? Come on, don't look at the table. My eyes are up here. I know where you're going with this, Inspector. It says I tried to flee the town. On the fourth day, the town lost its water supply. They required a hospital, but the one person who could set it up, what was he doing? Tell me, Dankovsky, where did you spend the fourth and fifth days? In a jail cell. That's what your papers say, right? Come the evening of the fourth day, the doctor from the capital attempted to flee the dying town on a cargo train, like a rat. He was caught and jailed, and there he remained as the plague ravaged the town. I admit I find even the act of reading it repugnant. I won't lie. I considered escaped. Escape, not flight. Thanatesia was in the process of being destroyed back in the capital. You considered escape to avoid facing a painful truth. When I came to the town, I found that Simon Kane, the immortal man of whom I pinned all of my hopes, was dead. When I came to town, I found out that Simon Kane, the immortal man on whom I pinned all my hopes, was dead. He died under mysterious circumstances a few hours before my arrival. Now, where the inspector questioning him? Who are you fooling? Immortals don't exist. From the beginning, you knew as well as I did that Simon Kane was fictional. They really made him more pretty in this game. He was a lot uglier, I swear to God, in Pathologic 2. Immortals don't exist. From the beginning, you knew as well as I that Simon Kane was a fiction, a false hope to cling to. But when the epidemic began, you could have saved others. You're a doctor. You have sworn oath. Why did you abandon the ordinary townsfolk? Simon Kane's nature, the mystery of his mortality and death, that's the most important thing that happened in this little town. And to me, but I can't just relay it to you. To understand, we'll immerse themselves in the detail, taking the full picture. Simon Kane's death is the primary concern, not the death of tens of thousands, but one fantastical old man. Oh, my bachelor, oh my. We have not. I don't think we ever get, I think we get like vague flashes to Simon Kane occasionally as Artemi Burra. I can't speak for Pathologic 1, but I know him and I'm struggling to remember the horror spex's name, the father's name. Artemi Burra is the player character. Just Burra, the other Burra, the Old Town Doctor and Simon Kane both died before The Bachelor or the Horror Specs arrived. No, you're twisting it. You're rewriting the past. Where did I lie exactly? Point it out. I'll tell you what really happened on the third day at the town hall. Everywhere! About the emergency command, the escape, the hospital. The only thing you got right was the reason I came to the town in the first place. Then tell me your version of events. How did it all happen? No tricks. Leave aside your stories of children and microscopes. I'm tired of repeating myself. I'm interested in the ending, not the beginning. Do you read books backwards? You will recount everything in whatever order I tell you to. On the 6th day, the plague destroyed the town. So if you would be so kind to explain to me, what were you doing on the 5th day? Were you really so indifferent to the plights of the people around you? The town couldn't have perished on the 6th day. I was there for 12. There's an error in your report. You disappoint me, Bachelor. I ask again. On the 5th day in the town, what were you doing? The 5th day. Let me think. We're not jumping to the 5th day. Oh my god, this game also actually has cutscenes. Yeah, that's not. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's kind of. That's not so good. That's not so good. That's bad. That, nice ideally kind of roll. That's bad. That's really bad. Okay, it's just kind of nice, kind of calm. That's really bad. That's really bad. Oh, the polyhedron is tilting. That's really bad. Hey, there we go. On the 7th day of Christmas, Santa delivered the plague onto all the naughty lists. Everyone in this town was just like the worst, and it's like, no, we're just gonna poison everything. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. We really are jumping around the timeline a fucking lot, aren't we? Oh shit, Ben is also here. God damn. So... yeah, you'll get into it eventually. And the end... we really are in the fucking 5th day! What the fuck is happening? The end of the beginning. I'm never leaving this place. They trapped me in this bloody town. Now I'm trapped in a jail cell. I don't intend to get old, I said. Who's going to bring you a glass of water when you're old, Chief? Seraphima laughed. I've gotten old already. This is the 2nd time I've ruminated on how humiliating it is. This is the 2nd time I've slept in a jail cell. Prisons are bare and filthy because of poverty, not cruelty. It is what I told myself the first time around. I came here for a breakthrough, and I was broken. Riddle me this. What place has an entrance but no exit? This ill-fated town. A jail. A grave. This triple accursed town is sapping your resolve by the minute. Your legs barely stir. Is it the local herbs blooming, or have you finally cracked it, Donkovsky? To sleep, maybe to dream, lie down and forget. Will it always be like this? I can combat apathy. This despair isn't yours, I swear. It's the local herbs messing with your head. Strength always dwindles. Splash your face with cold water. Stimulants, tobacco, coffee, tobacco, mercury! I need loads of mercury directed genuinely into my brain! In mania, you're sharp and fierce. Harmful side effects. What harmful side effects? But won't you some come to tranquility? The town will zap you, lull you into a sleep. Hey, you there! Let me out already! Mania and apathy. Apathy and indifference are constantly rising. To move faster, fight apathy by increasing mania. So, we have to go insane. Oh shit, they're actually letting me out. Shouldn't have wasted time dwelling on it. All is lost. I failed at everything I tried to do. I am the most sane that there ever was! Capella, Victoria Ulgumska. Daughter of Fat Vlad Olgumska. Olgumski. Olgimsky. Daughter Flat Vlad Olgimsky. Local magnate and master of the town's industry. Blood is of his blood. Local kids named her Capella for her ability to point out the celestial map in the night sky. I heard she holds some inexplicable power over the town, but I dismissed it. This was a mistake.
I know for whom the bell tolls.
Out, living soul. You keep me caged like a dog all night, and now you acknowledge I have a soul. Who are you? Ooh, what was that? I am a mistress. Well, a future mistress. But I think you'll agree that the future and past are relative concepts. Mistress of what? Ceremonies, puppets, the Copper Mountain. I'm not even sure what day it is. Or which jail cell you're in. You've lost your way. I'm not sure how, but I can sense it. It is the mistress's gift, so I came here to find you. Not a joke. I'm right here, locked in a cage, not exactly hard to find. Well, thank you, now what? Oh no, not a girl with a gift. I can't stand charlatans, no matter their age. Oh, you're right. How are you feeling? I don't have the plague, if that's what you mean. I feel like someone who's lost everything. Lost what, for example? Oh, that's apathy and mania going back. Okay. Okay, I see now. I researched the nature of death. I was told you have an immortal man among you, Simon Kane. But when I got here, he was dead. Wasn't my idea. I was invited with a letter. I agreed in the hope that living proof of mortality would save Thanatesia, and when I got here, an outbreak occurred. Odd coincidence, isn't it? I don't believe in coincidences. Exactly, kid, exactly. I was lured here on purpose. So, what are you going to do now? Don't have a lot of options, do I? I'll look into what he left behind. First thing, the phenomenon itself is gone, but there are still witnesses to his longevity. Explaining it is paramount. I've been trapped inside this box, but I know what's outside. An outbreak. Death and death. Even in the guise of a mundane germ is my enemy. Therefore, I'll do my job. You're a brave man, but perhaps it's all connected. Immortality and deadly disease. That is possible. You know, Bachelor, my father envied Simon, and Maria Cania will always be my enemy, so there's no love lost between our families. And yet I must help you. I don't want to. I must. Otherwise the town will suffer. That's why I came here early and waited 4 hours until you decided to wake up. You could have knocked on the door yourself! I know where to find the last person who saw Simon alive. His name is Stock Rubin. I've heard about him. He's a colleague of mine, one of the few around here. You haven't just heard about him. You've worked with him. Or you will. I'm not quite sure. No, I'm positive I never worked with him. He's a doctor. He's a hideout in the warehouse. Look for him there. How do you know where his hideout is? The way you say it, it doesn't sound like much of a secret. I'm not just a mistress, I'm Vlad Olgimsky's daughter. My father owns half the houses and nearly all of the people in town, and the warehouses, and the ground under this jail. Fine, I'm in no position to turn this down. But you won't be able to go there right now. While I was waiting for you, something bad happened. Something bad? When you go up those steps, you'll see. Mother said that a true mistress stands out by her timing, and here I am. Right place, but too late. Maybe I'll never become a true mistress. Don't you dare cry. I can't stand here. Tears. Your hint helped me a lot, you hear? Last thread. The Dr. Stanislav Rubin might know something about Simon Kane's life and death. If only I could reach him. So I have... I could explain how I got out. A psychic child let me out. Alexander Saburov, governor of the town. The Saburovs are the load-bearing bones of the town, hard, dry, and colorless compared to the other two ruling families. Order rested upon them. When I arrived, Governor Saburov pinned all of his hopes on me and hated me for it. He thought the star from the capital would show the Kanes and Olgimskys how dangerous overreaching ambitions could be. Alas, that star proved to be another dreamer.
Worst of all, a coward, as ever.
How are
I
you
am
feeling?
blaming Psychic Mantis. Yes, Psycho Mantis. Dunkovsky! Before you ask, I allowed the girl in. She is Olgimsky's daughter, and she interceded on your behalf. But even if she hadn't, I wouldn't have kept you here. At least I got some decent sleep. You threw me behind bars yesterday, and today you're already setting me free. What a Mercutial tyrant you are. What were you detained for? You know that perfectly well, Governor Saburov. Why do you ask? Lapses in memory. Let me see your pupils. Don't worry, I'm a doctor. You committed the most heinous crime a doctor can commit. You tried to abandon your patients to flee the town and save your sorry hide. Right as we speak, my real patient Thanatisha is being murdered in the capital. My life's work is being destroyed. Yeah? This town is my life's work, and it is dying because all the doctors betrayed it. Cowards and scoundrels, all of them. And yet, as Katerina would put it, the logic of inevitability is stronger, and the town has paid you back. Call it irony, if you'd like. This is tearing... So, on the note of boot camp for D&D voices, this is tearing apart my throat. I have not talked this consistently. Ever. just in general. Irony, I'm surprised you know what that is. You have no idea what I'm risk of losing. What I'm losing. I do. Oh, the fuck, that hurt my tooth. What the fuck is that? Oh god, what is that emote? What is that? Oh, that's... Actually zooming into that makes it literally no less clear. What are these? What are these? Why does it look like that? What are these emotes? Okay, yeah, sure. Yeah, okay, yeah, sure. I am feeling a lot better than I am last week. I'm actually getting better finally. Like, actually. I am continuously getting better. What do you mean? Whatever happened yesterday is beyond reach. Today, the plague has reached the backbone. Behind the thin walls of this building, death rages. We've boarded up doors and windows, but the plague fumes are seeping in. You and I, we have mere hours left. The outbreak has reached the town hall. There have been cases of criminals surviving the sacking of a besieged city and prisons. A prison is also a fortress, but our fortress lacks food and water. Outside, we are presumed dead. Know this, Stankovsky. I wanted to punish your cowardice. That much is true, but I did not want you dead. I'm sorry. Lucky for me, I don't plan on dying. 2 days ago, a decree was issued declaring all people in infected districts to be presumed dead, not to be rescued, unless they call for help with signal bonfires. Folly. Without a protective suit, you can't venture into that miasma, let alone light the fires. So, officially, you and I are dead. To get help, we need to light the bonfires. We should organize a sortie. What kind of an insane, cruel decree is that? A decree was issued, you say, by whoever wields that power, right? Tell it to me straight. You issued an inhumane rule, never expecting to be its victim. I did not issue that decree, nor did you, though everyone pinned their hopes on you at first. You have no moral right to condemn the decisions of those who at least tried to act. Fine, I'll deal with this later. But for us to be let out, someone has to venture outside, right? I'm ready to volunteer. The miasma already seeps into the rooms of the town hall, and you want me to open the front door. No, our only chance to barricade ourselves in and pray for a miracle. I have a device, a prototype. It disperses miasma. With it, I can go through the infected district. A device? Yes, the one you confiscated along with all my belongings, including the medicine, by the way. No. Your gadgets from the capital are just as unreliable as you. I won't unlock the main entrance, risking contamination of the town hall just because of your novelty lighter. At the beginning, you said you weren't going to hold me. Who's breaking their promises now? You have no idea what this lighter to do, and yet you argue with me! We inspected your device. It looks like a canister of film. Maybe the Canes would be interested. I don't see how cinema will help with the infection. I have an idea. You mentioned the plague is already seeping into the town hall. Where? The far room. We've locked it already. Give me the prototype back. I'll clear the contamination in the far room and prove to you that the device works. Fine. Your device should be in the main hall. Confiscated items are also there on the counter. No one has distributed them. Disturbed them. Take them. After that, they'll unlock the far room for you. But if you fail to clear the miasma there, you won't be let out. Another day at the office for a doctor in crisis. Glad you've listened to reason. False freedom. Day 4. Oh, I can see. Whoa! Hold on. What was that thread? I see. Y'all are just doing some shit in the chat, huh? Y'all just having a fun time all to yourselves. What was Shelby? Oh, I see that y'all in Discord too. Oh, I see him just like dancing around for you like little monkeys, like a little monkey. Well, I'll be there later in like, I think like I'm planning on stopping 40 minutes. That's really funny. That is really funny, though. That is really funny. Wait, hang on. False hope. False hope. False freedom. This district is infected. People have barricaded themselves in the town hall already, but the miasma are already sleeping in. Think, Domkovsky. Think. Locked. Nobody's coming. I look forward to your live commentary on my vocal skills. Vlad the Younger. Vlad the Younger. Vladislav Olgimsky. Vladislav Olgimsky, son of Vladislav Olgimsky, the factory out. Wow, narcissism. Heir to one of the 3 ruling families, one could imagine the autonomy he enjoyed living under his father's shadow. He thought his father's power could be gently modernized through reform. He kept up with contemporary thinkers. He put his faith in progress. And as his reward, the dirtiest of tasks fell to him.
Behind any pretty facade, there's a yawning black pit. Always.
What options does the town have when there's no vaccine or cure? When there's neither a hospital nor doctors? Isolation and quarantine are only tools to slow the plague's spread. Hold on, are you the one who issued the decree not to rescue people from infected districts? You're right. Sometimes only the harshest measures can prevent total catastrophe. Everyone is saying I acted as Isidore Burra did 5 years ago. They can think what they want, but they're remembering it wrong. My measures were not so harsh. Isidore Burra... it was Isidore Burra. Sealed off the plague districts with no chance of escape. I at least told the orders to keep an eye out for bonfires. Give those trapped behind the corridors a chance. I applaud your humanity. Perhaps you've even earned yourself an commendation. I understand the logic behind it, but the measures should be granular, not district-wide. And why bonfires? What do they guarantee? An infected man could light one just as well. It's a primal belief, one might say. She can't tolerate fire. She's either afraid of it, or in contrast, drawn to it like a moth. I found this symbolic. Please keep in mind our orderlies are simple folk. They need a convincing omen to compel them into the plague's fumes. Convincing them, not you or I. She can't tolerate fire? You mean the plague? The sarcasm is unwarranted. The plague feels alive even to me sometimes, let alone the orderlies. If you spent any time with us, you'd understand. And I was just beginning to respect you. Be that as it may, by the 3rd day we realized the scale of the catastrophe. The town needed saving, and I was ready to propose concrete measures. And here we are. I will soon pay with my life for my actions. More like your father's actions. Surely it was he who placed you in this prestigious position. Don't say that. We'll get out of here, all of us. And I already know how. I'm not a proud man, Dunkowski. 2 days ago, I waited for you at the Emergency Epidemic Committee meeting. If you wish to take matters in your own hands, I would not have stood in your way, but you simply didn't show up. You're right. I have no retort for that. Foolish, short-sighted decrees. They led the town to its demise. That approach couldn't have saved anything. Or just inexperience to the point of criminal negligence. As though their issuer played for the plague. If I held the power in this town, I would have wielded it more wisely. Decrees. Right, I know the decrees are going to be played. They played a small part in the demo. Loot! Where's my shit? Who are all of you? I'm begging you. Tell them to open the doors. Everything's locked. We're trapped in here. Are you totally out of your mind? Use your head. Do you think they locked the doors for fun? Have you seen what's out there? It's like the last days of Sodom and Mars Shabnat walks on her clay legs. My friend stuck outside. We were together. I managed to slip inside, but he... What kind of friend are you, leaving him out there like that? He's a goner, forget it. Your friend's gone. Whole district's doomed. There's plague fumes everywhere, no air to breathe. We're doomed too. Simple as that. So why is everyone standing around like nothing happened? Why is no one doing anything? Quit spreading panic. Explain what's going on calmly, if you please. Where have you been the last few days? Under a rock? Town's under quarantine. And quarantine dictates that infected districts are sealed off. That's how we got here. Whoever came up with the quarantine rules is a real idiot. They've locked themselves in the town hall with that decree. We're cut off from everything. All the doors are locked. They've walled us in and left us for dead. And who is this genius in charge of the quarantine? Someone or other. Could be anybody at this point. A chicken with its head cut off could do better. Seemed like old Gimsky Jr. was calling the shots at first. There were talks of a vaccine even, and some big shots started issuing those ridiculous decrees. Isn't there a doc from the capital around here? I heard that Doctor lost his nerve and tried to skip town. No, that's not how it was. You're mistaken. The doctor from the capital took charge. Set up a hospital. He said... Okay, Bachelor. We are not living in a delusion of reality. We are fucked in a handbasket here. You said there was a vaccine. Doesn't look like it, judging by the view outside. It's because of that doctor. The big city rat only cared about himself. As soon as there was a whiff of plague, he hit the road. I feel sorry for him. I understand the fear I'd run too, if I could. But it's too late now. I only regret one thing. Who's going to water Miss Zoya now? Who's Miss Zoya? My poppy plant! My beauty! She just started blooming. Bright red flowers, oh so pretty. Now she'll wither, my poor child. Whole town's on the brink of death and you're worried about a potted plant? I feel bad for everyone, but so what? Is it Miss Zoya's fault? I should have watered her when I went outside today. If I don't make it out alive, promise me you'll look after her, okay? She needs watering every day. Just a little, but it has to be done. I promise. Others happily trap themselves. Some people get trapped. Doors and windows and brains all boarded off. Murderer's brother. You. Are you the head of this place? Could you sign this paper for me? Please? The death certificate, I mean. You must have mistaken me for someone else. I am many things in this place, but certainly not its head. My brother's dead. Bad man he was. Wicked man. Still, he was family. Now I'm fussing about collecting all the papers. It's the 5th day now that I can't get a death certificate. Silly, really. The man's no more, but the paper. Oh, please, make sure you have the paper. Do you even understand what's happening outside? The town hall is blocked off. The plague is running rampant, and you're worried about papers. Yes, I know, but what else am I meant to do? I came here to plead for Keurig, and now I guess my wife will have to collect my body and beg the doctor for the same kind of paper. We'll all fall down here, one after another, like dominoes. Why do you need the death certificates? You had a kid, you did, and you had a room. And we need that certificate so you don't kick his kid out from the room into the cold. The scary face of red tape, you know. How did your brother die? He was always a madman, that one. 5 days ago, he tried to take a knife to the younger Burra at the station. He thought Burra had killed his father, but it was all just rubbish. They cleared Burra's name by now. That was the day I first arrived. Yes, I remember now. And everybody would want to take your brother's body. I didn't allow it. You're welcome! The minute hand is an arc. The second hand is a gear. The hour's hand is semicircle. Oh, is this not a clock after all? This is not... Actually, I have no idea what the fuck this is. Holy shit, drugs! Still got the Pog Watch. I did not trade it. But where is... Oh, where is my... There's my prototype. 20. Shit. 16. There we go. Miasma's been cleared. There's nothing in the clock! God damn it. Why don't people put more things in clocks after all? The fastest checkmate is in 2 moves. If played the same way, they run this town. More drugs! Hey, I did it!
Just wait.
What's that smell?
I'll restore order.
Bio. The prototype uses other reagents as well, but they hardly smell of anything. Your contraption works! Let's assume as much. Is it enough to traverse the infected district? We've already established that you have no better options. If it's not enough, I won't be knocking on your door till you be let back in. You have my word I won't endanger you. Fine. Let's assume that too. Listen up. You need to make it to the southern exit of the district. It's guarded by orderlies. The other exits are either sealed off or being guarded by vigilantes. Best avoided. By vigilantes, you mean a mob armed with sharp sticks driven mad by fear. Got it. But first, you need to light several bonfires. More than one. That's important. Again with the bonfires. I'll just tell the orderlies that there are living people trapped in the district. I'll be standing in front of them as living proof. I've said it already. This is how it's been since the first outbreak 5 years ago. If there are fires burning in an area, that means there's still survivors. Still able-bodied and healthy. Only those are worth saving. We are ordered not to bother with small pockets of doomed people. But you're suggesting I light all these bonfires by myself to deceive your own system. It's not my system. We issued the decree in haste and panic. If I survive, I will overturn it. In other words, you thought you were always going to be on the other side of your cruel decree. If we survive, I'll be the one issuing decrees. Fate is in my hands. Hey, child. I'm gonna die. This kind of game is just with all the shooters and doctors. Glad to see y'all are having a fun time, at least. Fuck, I'm becoming apathetic. Signal bonfires. The district is infected and sealed off. I can only leave if I light several bonfires. This is fine. This is fine. Quarantine isn't working. The portals are nearby. To stave off death. There's one right here. Open inventory. 4 pockets. Small items like matches are better kept in my pockets rather than my carpet bag. Best to store consumable items here. For each pocket I can quickly use items. Nope. Yep. Burn! Yeah, this looks so healthy. Kick that shit. Fuck that.
Yes. This is migraine.
There's bones on this fire. Angie. He's alive! Boys, there's someone alive here! Not the first time people are surprised to see me, but Bachelor Dankovsky doesn't die so easily. Barely alive. I'm not the only survivor. There are people trapped in the town hall. They need urgent help. Whoever's trapped in there is dead to us. Governor Sabarov's orders. Sabarov is trapped in there himself, you fool! I assure you with my medical expertise, the people in the town hall are alive and not yet infected. And who are you? The only qualified doctor in this benighted town! We're only doing our jobs. The decree is simple. No fires, no entry. People can only be saved if the bonfires are lit in the district. Otherwise, it means they're all dead. I'm standing right in here in front of you, you cretin! Who can say if it's really you standing here? Maybe a Shabnak learned to wear masks. Fuck this guy! Fuck this guy! Maybe she stuffed you with hay. It sure is afraid of fire. So if the bonfires are burning, there's no Shabnak and you can go in. Without the fire, I can't really be sure if you're alive or dead in there. Alright, I get it. I'll remember your face, even though everyone in this town looks the same. High mania speeds up the world and is detrimental to health. At excessive doses, guiding clues may begin to appear before my eyes. So what I'm hearing is I should do cocaine about it. Whoa! 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 They are fucking with the speed boost! Holy sh... Oh! 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 Woo! This is fine! This is fine. Oh, that's maybe too fine. Oh my god! Holy shit! Holy shit! He's alive, boys! There's someone alive in there! I couldn't stand there and being shocked by revival! I just came and talked to you! Oh, really? Let me count them again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fires! Boy, there's survivors in the backbone. Well then, let's clearly exit the district, extort people from fire to fire. Do not deviate from the route. Hurry, and one more thing, at least wrap a rag around your face so you don't breathe in the miasma. Indeed, we'll need some kind of protection for the orderlies. It's right terrifying to go in there. But it can't be helped. Orders are orders. And you, survivor, why are you still standing here? Get on, let's clean districts since you made to walk all the way here. And good luck to you in there. Tell the governor that I won our bets. The people in town hall have a chance. Ergo, so does the town. Route planning. The town is merely a sequence of districts, and I am the one to choose that sequence. I can choose a careful route, step by step, avoiding dangerous districts. Or walk directly to my target. No need to rush. If I change my mind, I can always undo my last move or Z and start over. So let's get here. Guts. It's safer here for now. Oh, I need to calm down my mania. Whoa! Are they... Jesus. Fuck. Where am I going? Oh, I need to calm down my mania. It's bad. Oh, my heart's not doing good. Holy shit. Where am I going? Where am I going? What am I doing? Up here? Hey, lanky guy, was he your stuff I guys spilled for the other day? Yes, if by stuff you mean laboratory of incredible value and humanity, and our guys refer to the capital's powers that be. God damn it, Dallin. You are correct. Gee, don't get all jittery. It was a test to see if you're a good one or a bad one. A bad one would have run to grown-ups to complain. You're all right, though. Didn't lose your cool. Traded back all in a whiz. That's the kind of things we respect. I wish all my problems were solved this easily. So I'll make it brief. We've convened the Children's Council, the shadow government of children who control the world. We've convened actually, hang on. We've convened the Children's Council and decided to accept you into our, what's the word, commodity exchange. But you can't play our games, and we're not showing you the invisible cat either, but trading this and that and whatnot, anytime. Thanks, I'll pass. Why don't you come to Stillwater tonight? Ava would surely have some dried apples for the little ones. The Children's Council can change its mind, you know. Where are you going to get a hangover pill then? Or stinky feet cream? Or bits of colored glass? Our range of commodities is dizzying. Occasionally, someone even brings a schmouter to trade. If they're dumb enough. I don't really see the appeal of schemes like that. I can get medicine at a pharmacy. Or so I hope. Ah, yes. So my social security is 11111111111, and then a Thokpog emoji. I don't really see the appeal of scheme. So I don't know if you actually want anything, but like, we're jumping all around in timeline-wise. I'm a little lost myself. We're supposed to be a doctor of medicine coming to this town, figuring out what the fuck's going on, and we're jumping around the timeline a lot. So anyway, we hang out near tall places. One you see a frog, like this place right here. If a giraffe is running around here, we'd be hiding under it. But our winters are too cold for a giraffe. And another thing, we don't need your little clinking things. Save them for beggars. They're worthless now. Bring us good, sound commodities. Beetles and butterflies. And nuts too. I have the title for my memoirs next chapter now. That's how I traded crickets for morphine in a crumbling stairway. Okay, actually, hang on. I need to take drugs. So, okay, yeah. So what's actually happening is we are a bachelor of medicine who initially came to this town looking for a mortal man. We came from the big capital because our entire institute is devoted to figuring out how to kill death effectively and become immortal. So we found out that someone got resurrected in our thing, and one thing led to another, and we're coming out to this town to check out a person who's lived for like 300 years. From what I vaguely remember, the moment we came to town, he was killed. And then we jumped to getting cross-inspected by an inquisitor. So we're being like, hey, we're being filed for criminal negligence for basically abandoning this town. And he's like, tell me what the parts that actually matter, not the children stealing your prototype and microscope. So that's where we jump to right now. We're still like, I'm only, what, 2 hours into the game? We're still like very early. Okay, drinking drugs. Yeah, of course, Ben, person who I totally don't know at all. Whoa! Yeah, I got nuts for you, kid. That looks important. Also, the only other plot thing to know is that Dallin has been trying to get me to jump off the edge for a long fucking time now to see if fall damage exists. Yes! Yes, it does! Yes, it does! Oh. Did I go back to when I not lit the fire? There was a phone. Did I save everyone? Did I not?
Ill-timed. What now?
What's there not to understand? Tear down the curtains, hand them out to the people. Wrap up your airways. Still, Governor Saburov, it's scary. The curtains are town property, granted by the town hall by Bus Olgbinski. They won't be too happy to lose them. Maybe we can manage without. Well, Gimsky values curtains and not people. That's well known. I'm the opposite. Wrap yourself up, Dankovsky. I've lit all the fires. The way out is clear. Do you want a letter of commendation? You swore you wouldn't turn to the town hall. There's trouble here enough without you. We owe you our lives. That's true. But we aren't saved. Not yet. I appreciate your help, but we'll manage on our own now. Maybe we should give you some matches too so you don't sabotage this life-saving operation. I don't need anything. I'm leaving. Yeah, okay, well, I think I just gotta... repeat what I did. And maybe not get high on Mania again. I don't know if the consequence for death in this game will be nearly as high. Let me out! The person who knows something about Simon's body is hiding in the warehouse, but where exactly? Okay, so I was just being stupid before. Why is this having so much trouble doing that? Hey, Sawbones, that you? You the big city Sawbones? A doc, I should say? Yes. Don't you fret. I'm not interested in your jingle jangle and boots with the spurs. Not worth the hassle. Just tell me straight, Doc. Am I plagued? If only all gentlemen who looked like you do sought medical advice instead of my wallets. I'm serious and scared. Is it okay to admit fear to a Saltburns, doctor? Ever since I found out my Kulon died, I've been scared out of my wits. I claimed her in 5 hours. She was young and strong. One confession deserves another. I don't know if Yves keeps one safe at all. Would be logical if it did, but the disease seems to spare no one. I hoped her stepblood would protect her. She's of the kin. Was. Left her people, but she was still torn between town and steppe. I thought maybe if I quarreled with her on purpose, she'd return to her kind and wouldn't suffer her fate no more. Too late now. Yes, I've already heard this notion that steppe people are immune to the plague, but I suspect those are just tales. Poor thing. Such a shame. I don't want to die, though. Give it to me straight, Doc. Will I follow my Kulin soon? Should I prepare milk and bread, or can it pass me by? So you suspect your lover might have infected you? It's not impossible. When did you see her last? The day before yesterday. In the morning. When did she die? Yesterday? I know very little of the plague yet, but it's clear from the dynamics that one can't survive the infection for more than a day. If you were infected, you wouldn't be here. Are you sure? Consider how many people have died since the outbreak began 2 days ago. The disease obviously develops very quickly. I'd say the incubation period is about 5 to 8 hours. Oh, you've done me a service! Poor Gulan's suffering ended just yesterday. She came to me even earlier than that. Your math checks out. Doctor. Sorry, I should address you with respect. I think that's mud. That's a little too gray for poop. According to your count, I couldn't have caught it from her. Maybe not from Kulin, but from someone else. Someone you could have met even half an hour ago. Don't celebrate just yet. Visible skin area looks fine, breathing normal. That's enough to rule out an old infection. If it takes 5 hours to burn someone out like a candle, then it's clear as day. I've been racking my brain. She was healthy when she came to me. Only her legs are wobbly after a night of dancing, and suddenly, bam! Dead of the plague, like that. Show you how death sneaks up on you. Wicked, like a cup personality. Any death is wicked. Not mortality is embedded into human nature itself is even more wicked. Such loud words of yours, they ring here on this backwater. It's like an alarm bell, artillery. They don't fit the scenery like you. Can I help you with something, Doc? You're looking like lost as a newborn babe. Lost, am I? Maybe you can help. I'm looking for a doctor named Reuben. If I knew he was here, I would have gone to him with my plague question. He saw the last outbreak and was Burroughs Isidore's apprentice. But he's gone. Vanishes of the land, earth himself sold him. Think he's right here in the warehouses? I'll be damned. That's what I was told. Alas, without an exact address. Tough luck. Love to repay you, but I can't. Don't know where Reuben went. You know, ask the little ones, the kids. Have you run into some? They scout every corner of this place. They don't miss a thing. If Reuben was here, they'd have seen him. I'm less than eager to deal with the local children again, but looks like I'll have to. Meow. Meow. I should not.
Optics, vision. Their answer is in mirrors.
Cheetos. Yeah. You had been Cheetos. Good for you, buddy. This is Bad Grief's place, isn't it? Possession of secret sign. Why is this here? It was Bad Grief's place. Loot! Loot! Oh shit, I'm out. A throne fit for a warehouse king. Render unto Caesar the things that are Caesar's. These are no longer used for saving. They're still here, though.
As if things are animated.
Hey, mister, what's that doodad on your chest? You mean this? It's no doodad, it's a brooch. I'm looking for a doctor called Reuben. I'm told he's hiding somewhere in the warehouses. Haven't seen no doctors around, but we got a new boiler man already. Fixed the furnace 3 days ago, but today broke down again. Go on, touch the pipe. See, it's cold like my dust feet. Quite the smile. What happened to your father? He died, that's what. We buried him with no shoes on. Thought he was just pretending. Started tickling him, but he was ice cold and stiff as a board. I'm sorry for your loss. My loss, not yours, you know? What are you doing sniffing around like a stray dog anyhow? I told you I'm looking for a doctor, although I think he's a boiler man now. How do I get to the heating plant? You're walking the wrong way, dummy. Follow the pipe the other way and get to the boiler house. Around here, the pipe's cold. You've a real maze here. At least put some sort of signage. Halt! Who goes there? Turn your head up, look at us. What's the password? Heckety feckety sat on a pipe. Heckety feckety smelled a bit ripe. All the king's crickets and all the king's geese couldn't rid Heckety of the smell of damp cheese. Now the password, old timer. That's a version I hadn't heard before. Is the password geese? Ha! Wrong, it's crickets. There's one on this pipe right now. Can you hear him chirping? I'm looking for a man, a doctor named Stanislav Reuben. Have you seen him around? Sure we have. We've seen everything over here. Even this bald spot atop your head. We don't have a doctor named Reuben. Only a boiler man who needs no name to do his boiler work. Although if you think about it, he's kind of a doctor. He's fixed the furnace. Cured it, I guess. Yes, I've heard the story from one of your friends already. Now I'm following the pipe to the heating plant. It's called the boiler house. It's a house with a boiler, not some hot plant with sap running through the pipes. I say people believe the wildest things these days. He's so clueless, but he can't even get to the pipe without getting lost. Let me give you a hint, old timer. There's a little heat left in my pipe, and you need to go where there's a lot of it. Can you remember that? I see you're Bachelor of Physics with a thesis in thermodynamics. Thank you. I see none of the pipes. I also don't see the second child. You fucking got your ass. Oh my god! Holy shit! Oh well, that's what happened to Bad Grief. Oh, Simon's murderer for murder is murder. Holy shit, they fucking... Oh, okay. These are pitchforks. I thought they just speared him. Playing Grief, a theater actor. There's no place for them. Oh. Bad Grief. Gregory villain. This petty lord calls himself Bad Grief, an anarchist at heart, valuing freedom above all else, but only his own. Because of his friendship with the old Gimskis and the Buddhas, he saw himself above the law. At least he had some small aesthetic sense, even if it was street level. Pinned him to a wall like a butterfly and left him to die. Even stabbed him with a knife for good measure. But I didn't die from those wounds. Do you know he died from thirst? Do you have any water? What are you doing here, actor? I am no actor. I neither feel nor act. Call me a shadow, a remainder of a person, a trace, an echo, a glove left behind at someone's house. A useless thing, really. Who needs a lone glove? But it's proof that someone once here was here to lose it. So I'm hallucinating. That's to be expected. When I had to unravel a complex case on my own, sometimes I would imagine myself talking to someone else, but I'd imagine someone familiar. You love the sound of your own voice. You think yourself Earth's greatest conversationalist. Try to broaden your thinking. Why not, for a change, assume you're really speaking to a shadow, a remnant of a dead person? No, I'm definitely out of my mind. You are a scientist, a researcher of death. So gaze into the face of a dead man. Perhaps then you'll understand why only a mask remains. Can't say I've heard about theatrical death masks from even the most exalted subjects of Thanatasia. Am I the only one who can see you? No. 2 others watch when one presents. Know this. If one like me is here, then the person you sought is no longer. Today, they are already dead. Yes, I can see the body myself, if it is the body of a man I'm looking for. They pinned Grief to a wall like a butterfly and left him die, but it was the thirst that killed him. Do you have any water? Simon's murderer. Why do you think they killed Grief, Simon? Why do you think Grief killed Simon? When you take out the pitchforks, you'll always find something to nail them with. Grief saw the faces of his killers. Did he recognize them? You're asking that as a detective. I'm afraid it's not that kind of story. Grief was killed by a mob, not a person with a name. He often thought about death, imagining what his last words would be, and when death finally came to him, he said, "Let me guess. The rest is silence." Ow. He said, ow. That was all he could come up with as he bled out, pinned to a wall by a pitchfork. How's that for last words? Fabulous! One for the quote books. He said ow and thought to himself, what a disgrace. That's life for you. You muse on death, prepare for it, and when that time comes, I can spread rumors about his incredible wit at death's door myself, but to do that I need to know when he died. Good question, precisely formulated. Look around, maybe something will give you a clue. I was hoping you'd give me a clue, Shadow. What else are you here for? Alas, poor Grief, I knew him well. A smuggler, not a murderer. I knew him. Not that well, actually. He did deserve this. Rotting hope, piles of infected bodies, deathly reek, smothered by the train car. But Grief was crucified for a different crime. Grief set up yesterday's escape, but he lied to us. I ended up in jail because of you. You betrayed the people who trusted you. People came in hope of salvation, but you locked them in an infected train car. And the people came after you, but Grief was crucified for a different crime. Simon's murderer. You couldn't have killed Simon. Deep wounds, blood long dried. Deep wounds. He was tortured, but he didn't die to these wounds. Clean, non-necrotized edges. Can't do anything about it today. Bad Grief was cruelly murdered yesterday. I cursed my enemy yesterday, oh yesterday. If only I didn't let them kill Grief yesterday. If only I didn't try to flee yesterday. I wouldn't have ended up in an infected jail today. I hate you yesterday. No, the fucking Shadow was right when they're like, the doctor loves the sound of his own voice. Like, that's the fucking truest thing stated. I mean, might as well eat one of these. I'm also carrying with the first game had like hard saves, and I have no idea if this game saves or not. Literally no external monologue, no internal monologue, all external. Whereas children share news, Ruben is hiding in the old boiler room. I need to find it. The closer the secret, the hotter the pipes. Oh. Oh! Shit! Pipe children. Actually, let me check if this game has saves. Okay, apparently autosaves when you enter a building. Who are you, the new boiler man? No, I'm a doctor. What do you need a boiler? You said the boiler house is nearby. Am I heading the right way? Sure, I see the smoke coming from the chimney. Thank you, boy. Chimney with fire. Well, this is the best stopping place I have because my throat is not rancid, falling apart. Well, that's it. Goodbye, everybody.